Hi. Just typing up a message. I should be able to see that. I'm just looking. Okay. So today I'm going to offer up some free tarot/oracle card readings. And I didn't set up yet. Our neighbor. The nice people. I haven't set up yet because I just wanted to do it just to waste some time, kill some time, so people can arrive. Actually, let me create a Instagram story. Because I did post about 12 hours ago that I was going to do this. Okay, channel, lives. Okay, save to playlist. Downloads. Okay, share. Copy link. I'm gonna do it on both of my accounts. So. Beep, beep, beep. Gonna wait for that to load so I can then 420. That's funny. Woo-hoo.
Now, unless you're in the circus, nobody
can. So there's this reel that I liked and I commented on, and I saw someone comment because it's a your mama joke, and someone said that's so old or whatever, And I, instead of like saying anything, I just put the um downward thumbs down emoji, and I have 51 likes for that. So that's interesting. For some reason, it's not going to the comment. Well, that sucks. That's so fucking funny. Okay, let's see. Okay, seems to have loaded. Ooh. Mute. I'm kind of surprised that they don't have like a I don't know what the word would be, but where they like they have a mute, but they don't allow you to like block your screen. But anyways. Wait, I have an idea. I'm going to take a picture this time of me seal. Holding some cards. Ooh, it's a photo. Okay. Okay, let's see. No, I don't want to get too much of my landscape. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna get started a little bit while I'm waiting for someone. Someone did show up, but they retracted their message. If anyone's watching, because I know sometimes it says that people are, but some aren't. So if you want one, pop it in the question. I mean, in the comment section. But today I decided to bring out two tarot decks. Oh man, that feels so good. Okay. feels so good on this right cheek because it's been in the sun this whole time. Okay, so I decided to bring out my primordial tarot. This is a whole like system in of itself. Some meanings and imagery, I think, but mostly meanings are um, mostly different than right away, but some are still the same. So, and then of course, I think the word would be prolific. I don't know, but this Purgatorium Hex Oracle, my favorite, and actually, Mr. Freiborg ran a giveaway this week because he found one of the first printing, one deck left, and of course I entered because I'm planning on ordering a second deck just in case, because this is my most used Oracle, and even really like any deck that I ever use. So because it feels more real. 70 card Oracle. I was going to say tarot, and I love because the flames are actually embossed or debossed. I forget which. I think it's debossed because I believe embosses when it's pressed like inward, like the paper, and then embosses when the image like goes down, like crushes the paper. And I think emboss is like when like the negative of the image gets pressed. I think that's what. I don't know, but excuse me. I just ate like an hour ago or so. But my favorite, Illuminati. Yeah, I'm a bit late because I had to go to the restroom last minute and had to cut all this stuff up. Anyways, my other tarot is the Circe Tarot. My other oracle is In Between Worlds. Ow. And my other oracle, like I love oracle. I would prefer to have more oracle decks than tarot, but you know, some artists, ugh, I mostly buy decks for their art, even though I like. Just a minute. Okay. Needs to be good. Yeah. That's fucking scary. Whoa. Just a minute. Because my Poseidon statue was in there. So I'm going to keep him on the ground for right now. Because I do not want to break him. Like, holy shit. And then this oil that I bought on Etsy. I did do a mini haul on that. So I was going to try and use that today. Like, oh my god. And I believe that statue is made out of real metal. So that's probably why it didn't break. Oh my god. Heart attack. Holy shit. Okay, I'm just gonna do something real quick. Okay. True God Poseidon, please be here right now to guide me through these readings. I'm gonna do I'm gonna use this oil as well because it's Neptune, and you know Poseidon's connected to Neptune, the planet. So okay, and Neptune is like intuition, dreams, and stuff. Okay, that's kind of a lot, but good. With the power of Neptune and Poseidon, please allow me to be more psychic and open to receiving messages for these readings for today. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay, putting you down because holy shit, that. Oh my god, I would fucking die. Okay. Oh, shit. I'm gonna put it over here. Okay. 15, almost 16 minutes in, and I'm just starting now. Huh. Okay. I'm just going to do a quick collective reading. Oh, hello, Sunshine. If you want a reading, just pop it in the comments. I'm using the Primordial Tarot, the Circe Tarot. Where are you? Watching you from Brussels. Oh, it's nighttime here. Wow. Well, geez. I live in Arizona. So close to the West Coast. Ooh, there's like a vulture or a condor. So that could be like, death. Vultures, like, going in. Stuff like that. Ooh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What time is it there since it's nighttime? I would say, I don't know. Brussels. Like maybe 8. I don't know. I'm just guessing. So, anyways, I got this Circe Tarot, and for the Oracle, my favorite Oracle, Purgatorium Hex. Between Worlds and Classic Horror Oracle. Oh, okay, it's 6 o'clock there. Okay. Kind of late. Yeah. If you don't want, okay. May I receive advice? Sure. I can try. Like, does that mean like a tarot reading or just like advice in general? Like, I don't know. I feel like a bit lost in that. Okay. What? Hold on. Oh. Hello, silly Billy. I'll get to you after I help Sunshine, silly Billy. Okay. Jeez. I'm kind of feeling drawn to the Classic Horror Oracle. Let's see. Since it's windy today. Okay. So, Sunshine has been feeling a little bit lost. Okay. Any advice for Sunshine? She's been feeling lost in all areas of her life. Any advice? Any advice for Sunshine? She has been feeling lost. Any advice for Sunshine? She's been feeling lost in all areas of her life. Let's see what's up. Advice for Sunshine. Advice for Sunshine. She's been feeling lost in all areas of her life. Advice for her. Advice for Sunshine. Escape. Okay, that's fine. Silly Billy. Okay, Escape. Let's see what that says. And it's Pan's Labyrinth, by the way. So I just feel like saying this. Like maybe watch Pan's Labyrinth. Maybe some guidance will be in that movie. There you go. Okay. Where is it? Okay, Escape. Pan's Labyrinth. Okay. The quote is a long time ago in the underground realm where there are no lies or pain. Okay, finding refuge in stories is one of the defining characteristics of being human. I think that kind of goes with me talking about watching this for like any sort of possible like, answers. Sometimes we tell ourselves stories to live through dark or dangerous times. Folklore and fairy tales, the realms of fairies, fauns, pale monsters, tests, and trials can be especially powerful, told and retold over great spans of time, as real as we want them to be. Upright is let yourself daydream. Reversed, stay focused on where you are. How do you write this movie? What do you mean? Do you mean watch? Like where to watch the Pan's Labyrinth? If that's what you mean, I can look it up. It might be on Netflix because they have almost everything. It's on Tubi for free, and then you can watch it on YouTube for $4. Like all of these are $4. Google Play Movies and TV, Vudu, Redbox, Amazon Prime Video. Oh, your English is bad. You don't know how to write it. Okay, that's fine. That was like my guess of like you possibly meant like where to watch it. So Tubi has it for free, and then Prime Video, YouTube, and Vudu and Redbox are all $4 each. So, and of course, it might be different where you're at since you're not in America. But anyways, Upright, let yourself daydream. In reverse, stay focused on where you are. So maybe daydreaming, like doing some like visualizations can help you out with the areas of your life. Or this could also be giving like some like actual like dreaming things. Like pay attention to your dreams, or like not necessarily, but also like your dreams and like what you want to like accomplish in life. Like you can try the title, Pan's Labyrinth, like the god Pan, and then Labyrinth. So like that. No problem. I'm just like looking at it. Because maybe sorry. just looking at it. So like his hand has the eye and it's pretty close to her eyes. So she kind of looks like she's kind of being like hypnotized to look at his eyes. So like maybe you are being kind of like hypnotized by like maybe like anxieties and worries, because I am dealing with that too at the moment, because like so much is on my plate, and then like what things I want to do, like crafts, projects, work type of stuff, and like whatever. So it's like too much, and I'm like paralyzing myself basically through the fear and of like the unknown. So like maybe you like I've always heard like, meditation and mindfulness like really helps with that. And also like writing like your worries down and like your hopes, and like, just writing like everything that's going on in your head and jotting it down so you can see it physically and getting it out of your head. I heard that works really well. So anyways, like kind of being like hypnotized, paralyzed, and he's holding a pair of scissors, so like cutting yourself free is like, of course, always, usually I would say, is always possible. So you do have the tools to cut yourself free from any of that. And it could also like symbolize like, since you have the tools, like you probably know, um thank you. um like you probably know like deep down of like what like step or steps you need to take next, which I mean, I do that too. So um let yourself daydream. Anything else? Let's see, I'm just gonna okay, well, for this deck I'm done. I'm going to use my Purgatorium decks next. Now, Between Worlds. And I'm just trying to listen to my intuition more. So, and also sorry for the wobbliness. I like my last appointment, my last live. I decided to stack up 8 cinder blocks and then use this board from inside the house, and it's not even. So I'm going to try and fix it. Okay. Okay, advice for sunshine. Advice for sunshine, advice for sunshine, advice for sunshine. I'm going to try and move it back, see if that'll have less motion like effect. Okay, advice for sunshine. Maybe card that's going to be pulled will have a lot of red in it. Maybe more fire colors too. Like I said, I'm trying to listen to my intuition, and with that is to like try and call out what I'm feeling will be on the card. Okay, advice for sunshine. Like Growing Pains is a card in this deck that was pulled out last video, so that's kind of fresh in my mind, and I believe that has a lot of red. And it's also kind of reminding me of like the Phoenix rising from the ashes and stuff, which is funny because Arizona has its capital city is Phoenix, so I know deep down what I am supposed to do, to be honest. Oh, that's good. To stop being stuck. Good. Yeah, it's hard to like act upon it and stuff. Like, fear of the potential, fear of not knowing, what's going to happen. Like, are you going to make enough money? Are you going to feel good about it, like spiritually, emotionally, and stuff? Sorry, I was a bit behind. Oh, that's fine. That's okay. Advice for Ryan. Her situation. I'm probably going to draw 3 cards for this. Because I do normally pull 3 cards for every deck, but Classic Horror Oracle didn't feel right to draw that many. Okay. What did I tell you? A lot of red. Growing pains. I literally said it. Growing pains. You're gonna go through growing pains, and at the bottom of the deck is the Gardener, which came out last reading for the 11/11 portal today. Yeah, I know. It's like, what? Okay, centeredness, which again, going to yourself, listening to yourself, listen to your intuition, going within, and ancestry, and like I said, the Gardener. Okay, growing pains. You know what that means. Growing pains. Okay, sorry, a little bit. Okay, it's gonna hurt, as like anything new, or like anything that you do not know or understand yet. So, forgiveness. Okay, growing pains, challenges, temporary discomfort, potential setbacks. So of course, you're going through a challenge right now of not knowing like the different aspects of your life, but temporary discomfort, you're going through that now, and plus when you take the first steps, you're probably going to feel this temporary discomfort, potential setbacks. Like, of course, almost everything has setbacks. Yes, exactly. Yes. Okay, some breakthroughs have us walking through fire first. The work burns. Like, literally, I was talking about fire and fiery colors. The work hurts. Can you still listen to that which is soft and asking for an extra hand? Can you hold off on comparing your journey to that of others? That's also a good point too, because you might be like, I don't know, but you might be. There's an ant crawling on my laptop. You might be comparing yourself and like your spiritual journey and like life in general to what you see on like social media or friends and family. So stop. I know that's way easier said than done. So, of course, I don't really know how to like give you tips on that, but again, you have YouTube, books that you can look up. Centeredness. Pretty easy for that one. Center yourself. Go back into yourself. Be the hermit for a little bit. Okay, so it must be the other part. Yes. Okay, the quote is when you stand with your 2 feet on the ground, you will always keep your balance. I think it's either Tao or Dao Di Ching. I think it's Dao Di Ching. Yeah, Dao Di Ching, verse 13. Life at the center of the circle is where balance and harmony reside. This is the middle way, the essence of the present moment, here in the now. You are neither removed from the world nor lost inside it. There is equanimity. Yeah. Relax here a bit. The world is open to you. Eternity is open to you. Good message. Yes, you can. I'm almost done with Sunshine's reading, and then I just have to go to Silly Billy, and then you should be next. Ancestry, of course, that's usually talking about like communicating with your ancestors, lineage, mentorship, and legacy. Your ancestors of blood and spirit are with you. Get to know them and be open to their messages. This card also draws from the power of mentorship and intergenerational relationships. From whose wisdom do you draw for the road ahead, and what legacy do you leave for those who follow? Oh yeah, this deck is based on birds. So, and it's also AI art, so they're non species, not particular species of birds, I would say. And the gardener, like I said, was in the other reading. So it's a Taurus card for Earth. So like grounding, like Centurnus talked about, ground yourself. Taurus Earth, themself, the embodiment of abundance. The gardener is at work cultivating and caring for the seeds of life. The gardener appreciates healthy soil because they know that from a good foundation, anything can be grown. In this way, they lead a quiet revolution. They value diversity, education, kinship, and reciprocity. As a natural giver, the gardener can sometimes struggle with saying no. So maybe you need to say no more in life instead of just saying yes automatically. So yeah, that's that for these cards. I'm going to probably pull one card from Purgatorium and then get on with the others readings. Okay. Advice for Sunshine. Advice for Sunshine. Okay, thank you, Silly Bailey, for letting me know that you're still here. Advice for Sunshine. One card, maybe. I might go one card on top and one card on bottom. Okay, advice for Sunshine. For situation. For her situation. One card first. There we go. Okay. Top card is Revolt. Bottom card is Wastefulness. And behind that card is Prayer. So go do some spiritual practices. Like again, meditation, grounding are considered spiritual practices. So maybe with wastefulness, you feel like you're wasting your life with just like being like grounded, as in like kind of like a plane's grounded, like they can't go anywhere because like the weather and stuff. So like the weather would be like your mind and mental state and your looping thoughts. So like you're grounded in that sense, stuck, glued down by or weighed down by the heaviness of those thoughts. But let's just see. Okay, I'm going to read Revolt first. So like maybe like revolt against those um those thoughts that are keeping you stuck. Okay, revolt. Fighting fire with fire, revolting against an oppressor or an oppressive system. The little man setting their foot down against the big man, reaching a breaching point, having had enough of a bad situation, being pushed too far or pushing someone too far, revenge. So, like you can be, reaching a breaking point at this time. You've had enough. So clearly you've kind of had enough because you're asking, I would say. Okay. This one is a little bit stronger here. Okay, 72. Okay, wastefulness. High polarity meaning is being liberal with one's money, time, affections, or other values. Being too generous, being too generous, that could be going along with the say no more. Having to reconsider one's priorities, like what you want in life and stuff like that. Having a taste for expensive things and or experiences. Putting money aside, worrying about money, a large purchase. So like maybe I believe I said it earlier about you like having worry like about money and finances and worry in general. So like I said, like prayer to your gods if you have any. Um do affirmations to help you like with money and also just like finding like your purpose in life if that resonates. Affirmations about like finding what you love and enjoy and like finding opportunities. That's a good one. Okay, so that concludes your reading. Okay, silly Billy, let me go back to your question. Okay, I need to get close. Sorry. Okay. Which deck do I want to do? Thank you so much for this read. Okay, great. I'm glad it makes sense. Okay. 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 So, Silly Billy, this card is popping out to me. So, 8 of, I believe it's called Vessels or something. Which to me, automatically, I want to say yes. Because, like, I'm into that type of stuff about, you said artwork, portrait of her family. So, that's all right. Okay, cool. Thank you for giving permission. Okay, so, okay, this is actually, Suit of Soul. This is, a Cups card, if I remember correctly. Blue, yes, Cups card. So, and this is 8 of Cups. So, Cups is related to water. I mean, to emotions. So I'm like, okay. Okay. Spirit of the soul. When the earth beneath his feet feels like it is shifting and shifting and he cannot find his way, the shaman turns to what has worked before. He beats his drum as he always has to evoke a spirit to lead him on a journey to find answers. During times of change, the old ways may not always work in the same way. The shaman beats his drum, becoming more obsessive, more frantic, and more concerned. The old rites aren't bringing the medicine needed. Time passes, and his faith in the old practice wanes. Doubt creeps in, even as he continues playing the drum. Every beat like a groan from his soul yearning for um, resonance. Divinatory meaning, doubt, loss of faith, trying things that no longer work. So to me, this is saying that you are, of course, doubtful because to me, like just asking the question, like makes you have doubt in yourself and the birthday presents that you have for her. So don't worry about it, because I think she will like it. You're just looking too into it. You're too worried, especially since she's your crush. I can see why, because like you're trying to like woo the person, trying to get more favor, to like go on dates and stuff. So I wouldn't say no. I'm just gonna look at this card real quick. 5 nature, I believe. Wands, okay. Okay. So the next card is hello. If you want a reading, just a general reading, just pop it in the comments and say yes. Okay. So this is 5 of nature, which is the wand card. It's just the 8 of cups. Yeah, I know. I know it means walking away traditionally, but you weren't here when I was going through the decks. But this deck, Primordial Tarot, is its own system. So most of the cards meaning don't align with the traditional Rider-Waite. So that's fine. Okay, Stone of Nature, number 5, divinatory meaning is a balanced approach, thinking things through, being aware of consequences. So try and become more balanced with your thinking. Like, yes, she might not, but yet she could also like it or love it. So just remind yourself like when your mind's going that way, pull yourself to the other way. Because again, she might not. She might like it. She might love it. She might not like it. She might not love it. So it's really up to her. But like also for me, sometimes when I get a present, especially that wasn't like on my list, I'm like, oh, thank you. Doesn't really mean anything to me. But as time goes on, I do like it, and sometimes I do actually love it. So it could be like an evolution thing of feelings. 3. And then the card behind that one is the mother, which to me, and since she's holding like an art piece, I would say that she would love it. Even though it says for divinatory meaning, motherhood, birth, death, care, tenderness, fierceness, the cycles of nature. So it kind of goes with the nature card because like it says birth and death, so that's a balance in and of itself, the balance of nature, and it says cycles of nature. So um, yeah. Um, yeah, that's what I would say. Um, so the card after that is the 4 of Jewels, which is called Bones of Jewels. And the divinatory meaning is marking an occasion, working that endures, expressing the soul, feeding the soul. So, like, you're expressing, I guess, part of your soul in, like, a very thoughtful gift of it being her family members, her and her family, I should say. Um, and it could feel really good feeding your soul and even hers, possibly. So, yeah. So, that's your reading. And then someone else wanted one. Okay, yeah. Well, thank you for the reading. No problem. You're welcome. Okay, I'm gonna do the Asmila AS. Sorry. Um, what deck should I use? Um, let's see here. Okay, a general for. Okay, a general for you. So a card popped out of the deck. Well, it was in the box, and the wind just picked up and made a card flip out. And I'm not surprised because I kind of had a feeling before I started shuffling the deck, but whoa, the gardener came out again. So cultivating yourself, more positive mindsets. Like look up some videos on mindset, not realignment, mindset changes, and like trying to change your mindset if they're negative or not positive for your mental health and wellness, I guess you could say. So there's that. And so I decided to change up the deck because that's kind of how it felt. So, okay. I knew it. I don't know why I didn't say it, but the prayer card came out again from Sunshine's reading and from my 11/11 reading 2 days ago, which today is 11/11, so it makes sense. So if you have any gods, goddesses, ancestors, spirits, entities that you work with, pray, give them offerings. Like I told Sunshine, do some grounding stuff. What is it? Grounding, breath work. Woo. That's one of the big black ones. Breath work, meditation, grounding, cleanse yourself, like cleansing bath. Some form of incense could help you cleanse. um, but the guidebook here says, okay, sorry. That's right. Having faith. So keep the faith in yourself, your projects, your spiritual beliefs. Moving on, trusting in the process, being able to ask, communing with higher realms, being in a high vibration, building relationship with spirit, and honest and sincere wish to do better. Um, so like being able to ask, like maybe ask yourself about like your spiritual religious views, and not even just like spiritual stuff. Like ask yourself about like general life things of like relationships. Like, is this relationship healthy? Are they negative, toxic? Are they this or that? Like narcissistic. I know a lot of people throw that around. But like, are they narcissistic? What's the other popular words nowadays? um, and also like can ask yourself like, are you enjoying your life and stuff? And like also being able to ask like, are people not wanting you to ask questions? Like, I want to say circumvent. I don't know what the fuck that means. Their authority on you by saying do not ask questions, or they get upset about you or anyone asking questions, and you should probably have a like, that's a little weird. Okay, what does circumvent mean? Find a way around an obstacle, overcome a problem or difficulty, typically in a clever or see. Okay. Um, not necessarily the word I meant, but like in that context. But I guess you can like find a way around, circumvent, your way around some issue, like the boss, or higher up or teammate situation. Um, and again, like having faith in yourself and others and spiritual beings. Okay, impotence, which is like the Ace of Wands reversed. So that does not exactly mean what you think it means. Like, not talking about like infertility or anything, but I mean it could at some point, but excuse me. Okay. Impotence, where are you? Come on, where are you? Okay, there we go. 58. I just wish Mr. Freiburg, the creator of this, for the index, I just wish he made it alphabetical to make it easier. Where is it? Huh. I thought I had it. Oh, 58, not 80. Okay. Impotence. Discontentment. Being reluctant. Procrastination. Not wanting to do something specific. Demo- Demotivation. Doing something with minimal effort or interest. So that could kind of go with my example about work too. About being discontent about work, being reluctant and procrastinating on work, whatever that may be for you. Not wanting to do something specific. Like maybe it's demotivated you in like life in general or some sort of aspect in life. Like maybe it's affecting like your spiritual or religious beliefs, well, not beliefs, practices. Like you're demotivated in like, going to like a statue or image and like praying. Um, okay. I just read the third card. Um, uh, what is it? Like you've, what is it? You've gotten so used to some sort of situation that it's made you feel dull. Um, I was gonna say impractical, but I don't know where that came from. Maybe some things are impractical for you, or might becoming impractical. Um, I'm just gonna read the low polarity for you. Impotence, feelings of powerlessness and inadequacy. Um, It makes sense. Cool. Thank you for clarifying. Imposter syndrome. You could be feeling that too. Fear of not living up to the challenge. Adult fun time frustration. uh, Disappointment. Indecisiveness. Laziness. Um, so like maybe you're feeling indecisive about like even if you should like go to your altar or whatever, or like leaving this kind of job or but I also feel like it's something else other than like spiritual and or work. Like it's some other facet of life, like maybe some sort of relationship, like either romantic or platonic. um what other facets of life are there? I forget, but anyways, um again, like feeling a powerlessness and inadequacy. um but it's interesting because I'm being pulled to, instead of going to the third card, I should talk about some of the system of this. So each card has a number on the right and a planetary symbol on the left. So for this system, it's for the numbers, it's corresponding to I think it's like 5 or 7 levels of grief. And of course, planetary energies. So you have PM, which I do not know what that means. And you have Venus for this, and for this card you have OS. Let me just look up what that means. Okay, it's 7 steps. Okay. For the PM, that is Primo or Primo, Mobile, Emperor, Inattentive, and Intuition. Oh, okay. Wait, no. Initiative and Intuition. So, and that is 6. That is testing, seeking realistic solutions. So again, trying to seek out solutions, praying, trying to seek out a solution, praying, intuition. Follow your intuition on this subject. Initiative. Take the initiative. Again. Um, or, okay. Testing. These cards indicate powerful movement, forceful healing action, the semi last stage before reaching acceptance, which demands important gesture or action. Although these might be painful, they also have um, they also have vibration as one is closer to acting in alignment with one's higher self. Okay. It just reminded me of one of the other readings I did. Okay, impotence is. I just wish that he for the planets, I just wish that he included the symbols too, because I don't know like all the symbols. So I believe this is Venus. There's that big ant again. Where's my phone? Okay, I'm just gonna look it up just in case. I can always like draw it in, but I don't really want to. Venus symbol. Yes, it is. Hello. And it's crawling right on all your cards. So if I'm going to take it as a sign, ants usually mean teamwork. That could mean actual people teamwork, like for like the job that you have and stuff, or like teaming up with coworkers to try and get something done, like things that you want your boss to, what is it? Like the best thing I can think of is like if you guys want like better like snacks and or drinks in the vending machine, gather up some of your friends at your workplace and come up with a plan, and go to your boss and try and give your speech um, to the boss. That's kind of the best thing I can think of, for example. Um, but the first one is shock. These cards have low vibration and are swift and active. Envision a realization or an epiphany of sorts, going from a state of being fine to a sudden state of shock at the realization that something is wrong. So yeah. Okay. The third card is demotion, which I mean, demoting your boss, or higher up. Which since I'm on these pages, I'm gonna read. So the OS is prima or prima casa, which would be the Pope, or like tarot or something, or like archetype. Spirituality and intelligence. Okay, one again is the shock. These cards have low vibration and are swift and active. Envision a realization or an epiphany of sorts, going from a state of being fine to a sudden state of shock at the realization that something is wrong. So the actual card meaning is, let me find it. Today feels beautiful. So nice and windy out today. Okay, 128. Close. Oops. Okay. High polarity meaning is realizing that everything is not one's responsibility, humbling oneself, letting go of some control, making space for others, respecting others, sharing responsibility, taking a step back. Low polarity meaning having more than one deserves, feeling overwhelmed, loss of control and emotion, loss of status, being put in one's place, being reprimanded, being held back. Okay, maybe for your situation, I don't know. Praying for impotence, like the meaning of the card today. 58 or something. I'm just going to go back to make sure for myself. Maybe praying for like a higher up or someone that you don't like. Praying for impotence of like procrastination, wanting like have them be demotivated, doing minimal effort. So like their higher ups can see what they're doing, and like fire them or something. That's funny. A leaf just bounced off my nose. Can you please tell me that this is making sense to you about this whole boss situation? If not, just say it's not, because it's funny that I was talking about this and something hit my nose because it's like, people like, that's right on the nose, like 1 point, correct? So just tell me if it is or is not, or sorta, because maybe it'll give me some sort of direction for the reading. And they could also not be respecting others too. Maybe they need to be put in their place. So that's kind of what I'm feeling for this card. I think that's it for your reading. Let's just wrong deck. Where is it? Okay. Let me just I'm just gonna read this card out. Okay. So the bottom of the deck, even if you're still here or not, because it says 0 viewers, but the bottom of the deck is buried, and that is another Venus card. So ability and sensuality, and that would be number 5. Depression. These cards have a mixed sense of being very slow, almost stuck, and at the same time swift, similar to the ones or shocking frozen state. They vibrate low due to their depressing nature, but at the same time a bit high, as it is a necessary state in order to move on. Buried. Rest is imperative at this point. Being exhausted, fatigue, lethargy, having to call it regenerating, and work is finished, although barely forced to finish. So you might be being forced again at work or anywhere else, and it's causing you to be exhausted, fatigued, lethargic. You're gonna have to call it at some point. Like your projects or what have you are like usually being finished, but just barely to like the deadline and stuff. Oh, the quails are bad. Hello, babies. And you're forced to finish things. So, and all these cards have a quote. I'm just going to read it. Burnout happens when you avoid being human for too long, by Michael Gungor. I'm getting a little hungry. Oh yeah, I see the quails this time. Oops. Well, I haven't used my Cersei Tarot today. I wonder if I should do a not a political reading, a general reading for the collective. Okay. Of course. Just making sure that laptop's okay. I'm just going to do a general reading for the collective of this classic horror oracle. General reading for the collective. I wonder if it's going to have the same cards as the 11/11 reading I did 2 days ago. Since today is 11/11, so. Okay. General reading for the collective. General reading for the collective. Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting hungry. And I ate roughly 3 hours ago. So yeah, 8 o'clock ish. Because on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays are my dad's house's days. And since he has gotten physically weaker and since he has lost most of his vision due to a stroke, I've been having to wake up at 6 o'clock on those days to help him get ready. Okay. So I've been eating breakfast a lot more sooner because I prefer to wake up at 9 o'clock. So I would have breakfast between 9 and like 10:45. It's about an hour, almost 2 hours difference. Okay. And ooh, I wonder if the Elias card is going to come out again. Okay. General reading for the collective. And 3 cards for the collective reading, and then 1 card for advice. 1 card for advice and 3 cards for the collective general reading. General reading, the collective, and advice card. One card left. Ugh, I hate this movie. How should I do this? Or like that. Let's do this. Why the fuck not? Okay. I'm just gonna do both because these cards flipped out. And then this one was the last one I drew. So I'm just gonna read it as the messages and then the advice, but then also messages and advice. So for this version, you got trickery or trickster. It, Pennywise. One of my favorite movies, or horror movies, I should say. Help Me. Poltergeist, which I'm not excited about the new one. I haven't seen it yet, and I don't really want to. Help Me. And of course, Ask for Help When You Need It. And then one of my least movies ever, my least favorite movies, Ice. This is The Thing from like the 80s. I do not like it. I do not like it because of the dog part. And if you know, you know. No, thank you. I do not like seeing dogs or animals getting hurt. And then the advice card is Suspiria Dance, which in my last reading I mentioned how it's funny that one of the cards in here, the keyword is suspicion. And I said, it's kind of weird that it's called suspicion because the Suspiria card is in the deck. So I said, whatever, I haven't seen the movies. So, okay. So we could be dealing with trickery or tricksters, which I mean, for the past like 7 to like 8 or 9 readings I've done on my Instagram have been talking about the corrupt leaders of the world, people who are controlling us and like the government and stuff. So technically, there's tricksters that are fooling us with like the propaganda and stuff like that on like all sides of the political spectrum. So trickster, which I don't like this movie either, but I'm way more inclined to watch this than this. So, and of course, I'm way more likely to watch this than any of these movies. Okay, Trickster It, of course. Oh, this is the series. Limited series directed by Tommy Lee Wallace. So I guess it's not the movies? I don't know. Like, I don't remember the movies being a series like the original ones. I don't know. I could be wrong. Anywho, the quote is, "I'm everything you ever were afraid of." Appearances can be deceiving. A playful seeming seeming mischief. I guess that makes sense. Especially if coded as harmless, can be fueled by a subterranean animus. No one is ever just kidding. Exactly. I fucking hate people who are like, it's just a joke, bro. I'm just kidding. I know the fuck you weren't. You were just fucking caught. Bright, distracting balloons can hide a toothy maw. That's funny because in most of my readings on Instagram, I've been pulling out the I think it's the distract card or distraction card, and it's this pregnant woman with her 2 children, and she's looking at a mirror that's like behind her, and there's a demon over there, and it's showing its butt, and she can see the butt in the mirror. And I've been saying reading it as like they're wanting us to look away from what they are doing, being distracted, paying attention to their distractions like the news and stuff. Um, so that's interesting. Bright, distracting balloons, distraction from can hide a toothy maw, and that could like also mean like intentions and motives and stuff like that. So I figure as old as time, the trickster will use our own thoughts and fears against us if they can. And I've been talking about them being fear mongering and stuff. Okay. Yeah. Be mindful of manipulation as you proceed. Reversed, how is your own mindset framing the situation? That's helpful too. And one thing I like about this book, like I said, the opposite of Purgatorium Hex, is that this is actually alphabetical order. However, it does not have an index of which pages um, are on. I mean, what card are on which pages. Okay, so Help Me is next. Okay, I'm just gonna look my tab with my finger. So, okay. Yeah, I didn't notice that. Help Me card is kind of like how I'm seeing it as like the Rock and Oprah thing, where like saying help me as in like help the people who are struggling in Hawaii, even though we have millions of fucking dollars and billions of dollars. I believe, yeah, Oprah is billionaire. So the poor are asking the rich to help pay for the damages in um, Hawaii, but yet they can fucking take 3 million, 5 million, whatever, and give it to the Hawaii funds and stuff. Like, and everyone saw through that bullshit. So, and Help Me is like helping us as a species and a society to help ourselves with getting over the old, planned out, pre-planned things that like stereotypes and like the family and the traditions. That's one of the words I'm talking about. Is like the tradition of such and such. Because we are like drowning in like debts and being controlled by them. We need help. We need to see the light. Like the light as in like the truth, and like some of it can be spiritual too, but also it can be like mental, physical, what have you. So and we're like trying to help each other. We need to try to help each other. Okay, The Exorcist, 1973. The quote is, "What's wrong with me?" It can be really hard to ask for help. Like I said, ask for help, especially when we are struggling. We may even act outwardly as though help is the last thing we want or need. That's another thing. Society has taught us to not ask for help, or if we ask help, we are weak. That's one of the paradigms that we need to shift. They thought of it, they need us to feel that way and stuff, and it could probably lead to easier control, maybe. But a cry for help can reveal itself, even while unspoken, if those around you can read the signs. It's funny too, because the lies card has signs and stuff. The lies card is based on the movie They Live, which is a good movie too. Upright. Funny. Perfect. Upright. Have faith in others. Ask for help. Like I was, like, again, with my lives on Instagram, the prayer card has come out like 2 or 3 times at least, about having hope with things, and like the star card, again, having hope. Hello. That was Amazon, even though it says Hertz, but that's an Amazon driver. Okay, have faith in others, ask for help. Reverse, stick it out on your own. Transformation is not always a bad thing. Okay, nice. The thing, oh, John Carpenter again. Okay. The quote is, "It's weird and pissed off, whatever it is." That's funny because that could be us, like this, the little person, the majority against the minority, like as in like the minority, as in, let's say the millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires, wanting the power and control and the money and stuff. The authoritarian. 1984, They Live scenarios. We're talking about, we're saying that about them. It's weird and pissed off, whatever it is. They're pissed off that we're awakening, seeing through the veil. I've said that at least 2 times. Again, on Instagram about their veil, or what, the wool pulled over our eyes and their walls, or whatever metaphor, is breaking, or like, being separated so you can peer through, or like see, like, see behind a curtain type of things, like they're slipping. So they're angry about that, or pissed off. Okay, a difficult or unforgiving environment can play a major role in our health and sense of well-being. It can limit and control our behavior as well as the actions of those around us. So they want to control us, like I said. We need to see through the control, and again, propaganda is control too. That's a cardinal, I believe. And that would be the 3rd time within the last, I think, like, month. Where art thou, buddy? My last live I did 2 days ago had the cardinal fly by, and also hawk 2 before that. But I believe that is a cardinal. So again, my last live I said that could mean like working with spirits, like cardinals are associated with spirits and the passed on loved ones and stuff. So, and you could also say like um, gods and stuff. But anyways, harsh circumstances can allow bad energies and to mutate and thrive in the extreme, like riots, the fucking right on the fucking Capitol, January 6th of 2021 or something, or 2022, and other bad things. collected up. Only by identifying a problem can we have any chance of dealing with it, or at least keeping it from spreading. Oh, sure, you can ask. Yeah, I would prefer general, like life things, but I can try with, yeah, if, sure, you can. Both of you can ask. This is the last card, anyways, so, um, upright, band together. Oh, wait, no, second to last, excuse me. Band together to stay warm, resist negative forces. So, again, banding together. Reversed, who can you really trust? Keep cool and stay solo. Yeah. Okay. I'll do that. Just hold on. Last card for advice for the collective. Okay. Suspiria, 1977. Bad luck isn't brought by broken mirrors, but broken minds, is the quote. For all its startling beauty, dance practiced at the highest level can be uncompromisingly brutal, and an assault on the bodies and minds of the dancers delivered by teachers who are akin to a coven of sadists. It's a it's a fallacy that art must come from suffering. But if a pursuit does prove difficult in the extreme, look for a lesson in the difficulty itself. Upright, find inspiration in the commitment of others. So teaming up. Ooh, a big dust devil. Nice. Um, Finding a group of friends and stuff like that. Impulse, reverse, let your own creative impulses color your activities. So be artistic. Okay. Um, Nor you can ask your question. I'll get to it. Wait, I'm trying to get a hand off me. Okay. Okay. I'll ask. Excuse me. That's funny and embarrassing. Okay. Um, which deck should I use for that question? I saw this in one of the separations of the deck, and this was, I think, my second reading I did today. 8 of souls, and it would seem like a yes, possibly. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Spirit of the soul. When the earth beneath his feet feels like it is shifting, he cannot find his way, the shaman turns to what has worked before. He beats his drum as he always has, to has to evokes a spirit to lead him on a journey to find answers. During times of change, the old ways may not always work in the same way. The shaman beats his drum, becoming more obvious, more frantic, more obsessive, more frantic, and more concerned. The old rites aren't bringing the medicine needed. Time passes and his faith in the old practice wanes. Doubt creeps in even as he continues playing the drum. Every beat like a groan from his soul yearning for reassurance. Divinatory meaning doubt, loss of faith, trying things that no longer work. So, he might be doubtful of like the relationship, or you're doubtful that he likes you. It would just be way easier just to like go up to him and ask. Um, the next card is the Magician, which the Divinatory meaning is will, skill, understanding, moving power from spirit to physical and from physical to spirit. So just do it. I'm guessing. The magician reaches toward the heavens, towards perhaps the sky gods and goddesses, as if to grasp wisdom with his hands. He is open to learning and understanding the secrets of the world. By doing so, he can fulfill the drive within to create and to change. To create and to change the world. He lifts his empty hands and eyes filled with faith skyward, knowing that his connection to the divine is strong and certain that he will find what he seeks. He will explore the truths that govern the heavens and apply them to the earth. He will learn how the world works and apply that knowledge to the spiritual world, because they are connected, they are mirrors of each other. So mirrors of each other. Maybe like the feelings you have towards him, you could mirror back at yourself and love yourself more, and then maybe that will make him have a crush on you. And I think that might be the last of your reading. This card also came out like in my second reading as well. So I think wondering if you guys are connected or something. This is 4 bones of jewels, and the different meaning is marking an occasion, work that endures, expressing the soul, feeding the soul. So again, like mirroring yourself, like your feelings toward the person would probably be better suited towards yourself to work on yourself and to like heal yourself, and then maybe they would have a crush on you if they do or don't. Okay, awesome. And Nor, if you're still here, just ask your question or questions. So good luck with that. By the way. Yeah, your reading kind of reflected Silly Billy's reading from earlier. Once again, it's the second reading I did today. Oh, you know what? Let me try and find that pin message. Okay. Okay. I pinned my message about if you have if you want a free reading, just comment. No problem. Have a good day. I forgot to say that to the others. That would be my 4th reading today. Not bad. Yeah, I get a lot more ratings here on YouTube than Instagram. Because on Instagram I do between 0 and 1 to like 3, but very rarely 3. I would say like 1 or 2, especially 1. 1's more frequent on Instagram, but on YouTube I get anywhere between from 1 and 5. So not too bad. Because I think YouTube probably has a better like algorithm or like better for my lives, because they are lives when I do oracle or tarot readings for free. I haven't All of my readings are free for right now, because I'm still learning and stuff. But I think YouTube gets my lives out better and possibly faster than Instagram does. Because I even send the link to some of my friends, which I know they have like lives. So, yeah. Just gonna move you a little bit to get into the shade a little bit more. I'm going to possibly try and move these bricks over to the left, like probably 4 more feet. So for future videos of filming out here, I can be in the shade. Because in order to be in the shade, I would have to do it around dusk. So And I do prefer to do this when my dad's not here. And he would be here around 3-ish afternoon. So that would be make him be here now at dusk. So I don't know if you can hear the music. One of my neighbors is playing, but it's Hotel California, I believe. But I also want to say, okay, on my little sign, but I don't think it is. Okay. Dang, this has gone down a lot. Ooh, almost 2 hours. Thank you to God for signing. Yeah. I say that because this song reminds me of him. So song's over. Interesting. If you want a free reading, just pop in the comments. I'm going to check real quick on Instagram and YouTube. I want to know why my story posts about me going live on YouTube didn't post on my personal, but it did go on my YouTube Instagram account, which I'm glad it did, because that's where my audience comes from. But the helicopter finally posted. I think I'm going to do a Poseidon reading. Yes. Okay. Poseidon reading starts now. Oh, come on. There we go. I'm just going to try and do a quick one, or however long he takes. Okay, I call upon the true god Poseidon. May he be here now. Grabbing his little statue off the ground as it fell. Ooh, I have something. Let's see. Sure, go ahead. Sorry if that was a bit too loud. Okay. while you type, I'm just gonna shuffle these. I'm gonna shuffle these too, because these are the cards that he wants me to use. Like, go on and ask. Okay. How does feel for me? Okay. Another relationship one. I've been using that. I think I'm gonna pull 3 from this one and 1 from this one. Maybe. It depends. Okay. Let's see. How does feel about you? Yeah, a little loud. I think there's that cardinal again. Okay. So, from the Primordial Tarot, you got, I believe this would be the Hierophant. Or, excuse me, the Emperor. But it's probably named something else. Okay. The Shaman. Oh no, I was right. He was the Hierophant. With the use of his hagstone, the shaman sees into the future, into the past, and into other worlds. He performs the ceremonies and rituals that keep his people grounded in the cycles of life and that create change when needed. He honors the ancestors and the spirits, keeping them fat and happy, so they will rain blessings, provide help, and offer guidance. He searches for lost souls to return to people. He patrols boundaries, keeping dangerous spirits away. He is a spiritual warrior, a father, and a mother to his people, performing the rites that will support them from birth through life and into the arms of death. Divinatory meaning spiritual responsibility, wisdom, ceremony, ritual, spiritual protection. Okay. Okay, and then I believe this would be the Chariot card. Yes. A Chariot. Despite our deep binds to seasonal cycles, humans also value linear forward movement. The Chariot represents this desire for progress both literally and symbolically. Before a chariot can exist, there must be an idea of a chariot. The desire to manifest it and the plans to create it. The chariot is our imagination put to practical use. Some early cave paintings were created to ensure a successful hunt, so people knew that marking things down was an important part of making something happen. Here is the chariot's magic and promise. Ideas imagined and manifested will change and shape the world. Divinatory meaning invention, imagination, creation, success, and progress. Okay. And then the Nine of Souls, which is the cups, which is emotions, and water. Birth of the soul. The initiate is tied and prepared for the ritual. The sacrifice of his life. The death is not just a peaceful passing into the next realm. It is a brutal tearing apart of the body. The parts are then destroyed. His body and his ego have dissolved into nothingness. He is sacrificed for the good of the tribe and for the good of the land. He goes as willingly as he can. It is his duty and his calling. Every shaman goes through this initiatory experience of ritual death in the spirit realm. After the sacrifice, he is recreated and returns with the knowledge of life and death. Only now does he have the wisdom to truly serve the people. Divinatory meaning something that is hard but necessary. Benefit from sacrifice, serving the greater good. Huh. That's a little hard to interpret. Um, um, maybe she kind of does like you in that way. Um, um, this is kind of hard. Let's go to the other deck, which is the Eight of Pentacles from the Cersei Tarot, and that's Hephaestus. And this usually means hard work. So let's see. The keyword for the Eight of Pentacles is commitment. So that could mean a commitment, like towards a romantic relationship. It could also mean, you are in a commitment with a friend. So because friendships are commitments. Hold on. Something was in my throat. So maybe just talking to her about this situation would help, because this 9 birth of soul is saying something that is hard but necessary. So whoa. That's funny too because I shuffled this Oracle deck before I did your reading, and this card has come out twice today, and it's uh, been pulled a few times as well during my other live readings here on YouTube and on Instagram. But the gardener, so cultivation, growing, and I'll read the guidebook for that. So something that is hard but necessary for this card. So to me, it's kind of like ripping off the band-aid. It's gonna hurt, but you need to just pull it off all in one go, and then you'll feel the pain, but then get over it. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that you'll feel pain because like going to the person might might not want to be friends anymore, but it could also mean not wanting to like separate from being friends. It could mean like I'm glad that you said this, but I don't feel that way. But let's continue to be friends, or have you. That's really it because the other cards aren't really making sense for me. Okay. Maybe it'll provide some progress in the relationship, creating something new, some sort of success. Um, maybe it's some sort of spiritual responsibility. Um, again, it's a commitment. So for the Gardener card, it's Taurus and Earth card. Okay, Taurus and Earth. The embodiment of abundance. The gardener is at work cultivating and caring the seeds of life. So like again for the other person I did this with like work on yourself, inner cultivation. Like, do you want it? Do you have the same feelings? And just not just like for that relationship, but just in general for yourself. Because what's that saying? You can truly love a person by loving yourself, or something like that. The gardener appreciates healthy soil because they know that from a good foundation, everything can be grown. Like you might have a good foundation with this friend. In this way, they lead a quiet revolution that value diversity, education, kinship, and reciprocity. As a natural giver, the gardener can sometimes struggle with saying no. Maybe the other person struggles with saying no, so they might say yes, but they might mean no. So, yeah. I think that's your reading. And at the bottom of this deck, funnily enough, is Heracles' card, the Ten of Wands, which does usually mean like hardship. What's the word? Burden. Like maybe the burden of carrying the secret feelings of like for you, for her. Yeah, this keyword is fatigue for this card, for this deck. The meanings are a bit different than the usual, but fatigue. So maybe getting tired of keeping a secret, or so yeah, I would say that would be the end of your reading. Wow, 2 hours and 18 minutes. Okay. I'm going to try and do a quick reading for Poseidon. Because last time my computer died at 8%. So, I mean 4%, excuse me. Okay. True God Poseidon, please be here now for this reading for the collective. For you, Poseidon. Message. Two message, and one advice. Two message and advice. Two messages and an advice card. Two messages and advice card. It'd be funny if any of the any card repeats. Let's see here. I don't want anything to blow away. That would suck if I couldn't retrieve it. Two messages and advice. Two messages and advice. Poseidon. Two messages and advice. Three messages and advice. Three messages and advice. Three messages and advice. Three messages and advice. Yes. One repeat card from today and one repeat card from yesterday. Okay. Death. Don't worry. Compassion and ancestry. Yeah, for messages and for the advice. Contentment. So, death, transformation, change, okay, there's the death card. Okay, not there. Okay, death. Endings, change. Okay. So like 6% left. Okay. Death, endings, change, recomposition. An old bird rests atop a pile of bones where, oddly enough, flowers are growing. This card signals significant change and, of course, an ending. It may be difficult. That's okay. Do not turn away, but also don't dwell too long. Can you meet this moment with an open heart? Employ rituals for grieving and release. Then let yourself be free. Great. Excuse me. Compassion. That goes really well with this death card because have compassion for yourself in this time because it's going to be hard and it is hard. Okay, compassion, sensuality, beauty, nourishment. Love seeds and expands from within. This card asks you to inhabit the spaciousness of your body and trust in the greatness of your heart. Can you fully participate in this world, healed, wounded, or otherwise? Are you ready to nourish your most tender parts? The heart's garden is in fully, and that goes well with the gardener card as well. That's been coming out. Okay. Ancestry. Again, working with your ancestors. Ancestry, lineage, mentorship, ancestors of blood and spirit are with you. Get to know them and be open to their messages. This card also draws from the power of mentorship and intergenerational relationships. From whose wisdom do you draw from the road ahead? And what legacy do you leave for those who follow? So again, about like the what legacy do you leave for those who follow? So like maybe hopefully your legacy is compassion, and the death card was endings, change, recomposition, and things growing even from death. And then the advice is contentment. Sorry. Okay, the quote is, if you realize that you have enough, you are truly rich. Tao Te Ching, verse 33. Can you feel at home in yourself, in the world? Ooh, that's another card. I think it was the compassion card. Can you feel at home in yourself, in the world? This is natural wealth. For the unsatisfied mind, the object of desire will never be enough. Set yourself free. Make good with your experience of things just as they are, with yourself just as you are. Perfect ending for that decided reading and for the live, because I gotta go. It's at like probably like 5%, if not lower. 4%, yeah. So I'll be seeing you soon. The second to last card is Emergence, Limitless Potential, Adaptation, Collective, and Behavior. There is a boundless, seemingly untamable energy here. This card invites you into a concert of both pushing forward and letting go. Here is the animus of seed into seedling, the unfurling of leaves, and the murmuration